Hello everybody and welcome back to another Diary of Wimpy fanfiction reading video. I haven't done one of these in a while. I also haven't uploaded a video in a while, like a month or two. And I'm sorry about that, but thank you for all the support while I've been gone. We've still been getting like consistent views and a lot of subscribers, and I really appreciate all of that. If you're watching this right now and you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it because I'd love to hit 1K subs before 2023. You know how it is. And yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Not gonna drone on too long with an intro. And this is Diary of Wimpy Red Sun Chapter 1. October, Saturday. When I woke up today, I could tell something was off. First, I'd usually hear Roderick's band practicing or Manny throwing a fit downstairs, but the house was dead silent. Second, the sun was red and the sky was orange. I thought that was pretty weird, but it wouldn't interrupt my Twisted Wizard marathon. At least that's what I thought. I went downstairs for a quick breakfast, thinking I'd run into someone on the way. But nope. Mom, Dad, Roderick, and I didn't even see Manny. I made a bowl of cereal and went to watch some cartoons on TV, but the TV wouldn't turn on. I checked to see if it was plugged in, and it was, so I have no idea why it wasn't turning on. In fact, it seemed like the entire house didn't have electricity. Nothing was working. I figured Manny must messed up the fuse box again, so I went to the basement to investigate. When I opened the door, though, I was tackled to the ground. It was Roderick. When he saw it was me, he got up and apologized. I told him to explain himself, and he did just that. Roderick woke up to loud thumps from the first floor. He thought it was his band coming over for practice, so he went upstairs as fast as he could. But it wasn't his band. It was a monster. He watched as the monster went into the first floor bathroom, followed by a flushing sound. He was so scared that he decided to hide out in the basement until he was sure it left. He looked real shaken up. I asked Roderick to describe what the monster looked like, and instead of saying anything, he grabbed a piece of paper and pen and drew it instead. My goodness. I told him the monster was gone by now, so we had nothing to worry about. We looked around the rest of the house, but we couldn't find Mum, Dad, or Manny. As for the red sun, neither of us could explain it, but we figured it would be best to stay inside for now. With the electricity out, I only had books to keep me busy. Sunday. I didn't get much sleep last night. When the sun set, suddenly everything was working again. Phones, radio, the TV, we even had internet back. Roderick says the red sun must have been interfering with all those signals, like in the movies. We turned on the TV to see what was on the news, but we didn't find anything. All the major news channels were dead. I called Rowley to see if he was okay. I was relieved when he picked up. When he woke up, he couldn't find his parents anywhere, and then when we tried to go outside, he got burned, so he just stayed inside all day. Nothing was working inside his house either. At least it's not just us. I asked him if he wanted to stay over with me and Roderick, and he said he'd be over in a few minutes with his stuff. I asked Roderick what we should do. He says until we know more, we should stay here and fortify. Might blow our cover in a few days after all, so he shouldn't get crazy yet. When Rowley came over, he said that he heard noises coming from the woods, like a big animal was walking around. We told him about the monster Roderick saw, and that terrified Rowley for the rest of the night. We spent all night fortifying the house and gathering anything we could use as a weapon. We worked late into the night, and when we finished, no one felt like going to sleep, so we just stayed up watching Star Wars movies. It was nice, pretending everything was normal for a few hours. When the sun came up, everything stopped working. Roderick hit the nail on the head with this theory. We weren't sure what to do. We couldn't go outside, and nothing was working, so me and Rowley just played board games in the basement. Roderick was sleeping. He was tired from doing most of the work last night. We can't live like this forever. Eventually, we'll at least need to get more food. I try to put on a brave face for Rowley's sake, but I don't think only one thinking this. I think Roderick's having similar thoughts. He's just acting for me and Rowley. Even Rowley must have this cross his mind. He's pretty dim, but even he's not that stupid. I'll think about it later. Monday. A lot has happened over the last few hours. When the sun set, we decided to get some fresh air. We didn't stay out there for long, though. Rowley started to get scared, so we had to go back in. About half an hour later, there was a knock on the door, and Roderick told me to go answer. I opened the door and got a face full of Fragley. Hello, friend. He said he was over here to check on us with the current situation. His mom was getting worried that the neighbors might be in trouble. He also brought over some home-cooked food his mom made for us, which was the only actual food we have gotten for 2 days. None of us can cook. Roderick asked if he or his mom needed anything, just to be polite, but Fragley said they were fine for now. I was surprised how normal Fragley was acting. Guess the whole situation scared him straight. When he left, I saw Roderick take out a piece of paper and write something on it, but he wouldn't let me see it. If I had to guess, it was a list of people to avoid. If I was making that list, I'd put Fragley on it too. Tuesday. Here is everything we know about our situation. There are monsters roaming around, sometimes in the woods and sometimes in people's houses. There are a lot of monsters, though, or we would have encountered another one by now. The sun is red. When the sun is up, you don't go outside or you'll get burned. We're not sure if the sun can kill you, though. During the day, all electronics are useless. Radio signals, cell service, the internet, the power, all of it is down. The water and plumbing still work, and electronics with batteries are still usable, like a phone you charged the night before. During nighttime, everything goes back on, but the police are unresponsive, and the internet is so slow that it's more frustrating than helpful. Everything else works fine, though. There's more we don't know. We don't know almost nothing about the monsters, but one thing at a time. I found an old comic from my first year of middle school. It was my original Creighton the Cretin comic. It's weird to think that was nearly 4 years ago. Creighton the Cretin by Greg Heffley. Hi, my name is Creighton. No, it isn't. Your name's Stewart Pidd. Oh, hi, I'm Stupid. Har, 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 har. I started looking around for other comics I made so I could put them together in a folder. I'm still pretty proud of my old stuff. And that's the end of chapter 1. It's kind of an odd place to leave off. But you know what? I'm pretty hooked in. If there's a chapter 2, I'll make a video on chapter 2. And honestly, I have to actually go check on stuff I have not made a part 2 on and start making part 2 on those. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did. And yeah, peace out.